Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Day 2 of the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas. Tiger Woods back to competition for the first time since the Masters in April. 3 over 75 yesterday. Today, 5 shots better. Tiger saying he cleaned it up a bit. Though again, sloppy late, chalking that up to rust. But in all, lots of quality shots. Improvement across the board. Hit more fairways, more greens. And the putter through 2 days has been pretty solid. We've seen some of the old magic. Here's Tiger after the round.
Tiger, another second crack at this course, this tournament. How do you think it went?
It was better than yesterday, for sure. Like I was saying to Todd, I was more committed than I was yesterday. I made a few mistakes, and overall the round was better, for sure. The start was better. The middle part of the round was better. I missed a couple putts there, and towards the end I thought would have kept the round going, and unfortunately kind of stalled it out a little bit, but certainly better than it was yesterday.
You used the word stalled. It's happened yesterday and today, just kind of coming in. Is it physical fatigue, mental fatigue that's maybe leading to that?
Well, I think it's all the above, and I just haven't done it. I haven't played in 6 months, so things are not as sharp as they normally would be. It's certainly there's some good in there, and just got to make sure that the good is more consistent than it has been.
Tiger, you were walking pretty well in the beginning of the round as well, and does that mean that the turnaround after the end of the first round was really good, or is it just become better that you can just turn it around faster?
Well, it's different. You know, I can play at home. I can walk beaches. I can do all those things at home, but it's different when you're at game speed. Like I was saying yesterday, game speed's different than home speed, and you can simulate all you want at home, and I have as best I possibly can, right? And we played a lot of money matches at home and tried to simulate it, but it's just different. The mind's racing more, the anxiety, the emotions are just different than at home. And you can always drop a ball at home, and it's no big deal. Here, you know, it's going to cost you. You know, putting pen and paper together, it's just a little bit different.
Tiger, when was the last time you putted off the green into a bunker, and what was your sort of mindset?
I'm sorry.
When was the last time you putted off the green into a bunker, and what was your mindset at that point?
Not that I can remember. That was not a good putt. It was downwind, and I hit it way too hard, and it got going on the wind and got going on the green, and it was gone. The mindset, I was obviously ticked, but at the end of the day, it was better than yesterday's score.
Do you have any sense yet, like what the balance is going to be between trying to get ready to compete and not overdoing it? Like leading into a tournament?
I don't know what that is. As I said to you guys in a press conference on Tuesday, this week is a great beta test to figure out what I can do, what the plan is going forward, what we're going to do in the gym, what I need to do, and just overall just analyze what it's like to compete and play, and the things I need to strengthen and the things I need to work on in the gym to be ready for next year and the next season.
Do you feel that you still have as much power? You know, like your drives are getting out there pretty good, despite, the issues with your leg.
Bob, I mean, the power is just different. And, I'm hitting the ball further now than I did in 96, okay? But that's not because of power, it's just because of tech. You give me that ball that we hit back then and that my driver and that shaft, it doesn't go what it does now. As I said, I'm hitting the ball further than I did when I first came out on tour, but that's all relative, right? I was the longest on tour, and now I'm just above average, but while being longer at the same time. The whole field's gotten longer.
What are you most encouraged by so far, Tiger?
Well, I think that be able to compete and play again, I haven't done it, and I know that I was telling you guys my ankle doesn't hurt, which it doesn't. Other things are bugging me and bothering me, but the ankle's fine, and so that was nice to be able to get out there and walk and not feel the things that I'd felt early in the year while playing and trying to, knock that out on the memory banks and create new ones.
Anything surprise you so far?
Say again?
Anything surprise you so far?
Well, I think it's just the way my feels, trying to get my feels back, and the mindset over a shot and how many things run through my mind of hitting the shot the right trajectory, right window, the right shape, the right distance. I did a better job of that today, and I'm sure I'll do a better job of that tomorrow. And more rounds and more reps I can get under my belt competitively, I think that those things will start coming back.
Rich Lerner alongside Brandel, Chamblee. So 2 days into this latest comeback, and how would you assess what you've seen?
We spend so much time talking about the best golf that Tiger Woods has ever played and trying to extrapolate from that to what he's likely to do the rest of his career. I want to take a moment and just talk about the worst golf he ever played, the worst hole he ever played, which was a 10 on the 12th hole at Augusta National. Now, what he did after that, he was playing alongside Scottie Scheffler and Shane Lowry. Scottie Scheffler still talks about the approach shot that he hit into the 16th hole in birdieing the final 4 holes and 5 of the final 6. He still talks about that shot. It was a high, soft cut to a back right pin. On that particular Sunday, they had a back right pin. Very, very small margin of error. Hit it up there a foot. Shane Lowry said he was so inspired by that close that he's drawn on it to play the golf that he played subsequent to that. So I would say that 10 and what he did after it is not, I would say it's analogous to the accident, that was just about as bad an accident. The fact that he was able to get away from that with any semblance of mobility is a miracle. What he's doing after that is going to be born from grit and determination, because he doesn't have the necessary physical attributes at his full disposal anymore. They're atrophied, they're gimpy, and they're painful to him. So he's going to have to grind it out. He anesthetized people early in his career. He's going to have to grind them into the dirt this time. He's going to have to do it with guile and guts. But I've seen nothing over the last couple of days that doesn't suggest that he's up to the task.
So you would not be surprised, based on the swings, some of the putts he's made the last 2 days, you would not be surprised if he won in 2024. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, not one bit. If best case scenario, as he said in the media center, he could play one tournament a month. But let's just say he plays, 8, 9 tournaments. Obviously, everything would have to fall his way. It'd have to be the right weather. It'd have to be warm. The best players in the world who've got more speed than him would probably have to be a little bit off their games. He'd have to be on the right side of the draw. But having said all that, he's got enough power, as you just heard him talk about it. His iron shots, I have no doubt, will come back and be as sharp as they were in 2018 and 2019. And I've seen enough of his work around and on the greens that I think he's certainly up to the task.
At his peak, nobody hit it the way Tiger hit it, but he also made everything he looked at, which has not been the case in the last 3-4 years or so. The 2019 Masters notwithstanding, but
that's why it's more difficult for 48-year-old people to win golf tournaments. But I think he's good enough to get there often enough that the odds of him having a great week on the greens are there.
And Tiger plays the 3rd round, the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas on Saturday with Victor Hovland. You can see it right here on Golf Channel and NBC.